So I'm gonna make a slightly longer video for this one, Khatra. So now that you have le Turkish bow, outwards grip, we're gonna make a little change. When I say change, it's not, don't be scared. So the first part will be your grip. Instead of from going here, it's gonna go more flat. So I like to call it the C grip. So the thumb, this part, they're around the bow, they're cupped around the bow. And what I talked about the arrow pointing downwards, that just happens from the angle of the grip. And why we do this, the bow grip is shaped outwards. So if we're to do this and shoot our normal way, and it's a short bow too, it's more likely to jiggle the string. So Khatra is another word for string displacement. So when I say string displacement, see if we can get that on. We want the string to go back and forth as straight as possible. So when people say or do Khatra, they might mean but that's incorrect, because while the arrow is still traveling on the string, or even after, the Khatra is a follow through. Khatra is a follow through to proper release, proper bow arm, proper, So string oscillation happens if we go side to side with our release or bow hand arm. So the knocking point must remain straight. So you can push Khatra, and the bow should be canted a bit. You can push Khatra, you can do forward Khatra, but if you do forward Khatra, notice how same level plane, if arrow's in the way, same level plane. Ish, I can't really do it without shooting. So what it would look like, so forward in the grip, Khatra would look like this. So this means that the knocking point still goes straight for the most part. So I'm here, 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 here. That's what it should look like. Because your bow can be vertical, but then you get in the trap of doing that. So canting the bow is the next step. When you cant the bow, you go from a straight position where, remember, there's no shelf. So this means that the arrow will most likely go off boop, to the right. It will just bounce off. Arrows go like wiggle in midair. That's how they fly. Point of that being, canting helps clear the string a bit more, gives you a little bit more extra draw room. You're not going to hit your horse with the bow limb, as well as the Khatra. So you saw how when I did forward Khatra, it would have to be really nice, but the bow arm would drop. You want it to remain on the same level plane as the draw hand. So cant the bow, forward with the grip, the C grip, pull back, still pressing forward into the bow. Bow is canted. There, I was a little unprepared for that because I was talking, but knocking point went straight. So I'm going to move the camera over here. Well, when I say straight, what you see is what you get. So watch the knocking point of the shot and watch how I set up. So forward, pushing, arrow is slightly downward angled. So something like this to that. Notice how my bow arm didn't drop. That is really important. Bow arm should not, it should stay there. The flexibility for Khatra is in the wrists. So last time, and if this is a follow through of proper back tension and proper setup for in the pre-draw.